Hey guys, welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2, where we are in Bremen, having just completed our delivery, and we're now going to see what we've got next. And when we leave the hotel here, on the way to wherever the depot is, we're going to pop past a couple of discoverables and see what they are. So let's just have a look and see what jobs we've got on offer. So we're in Bremen, which is up here. Okay, we can go back to Edinburgh, but again, it's only 20 quid more than going to Grimsby. Grimsby would be easier, I think. Okay, let's go back to UK. I'm going to take Flour to Grimsby. So, we're going to head for the UK. We're going to start the engine, reverse back here so that we can get out of the hotel, and I want to find these discoverables in Bremen on the way out. So if I come out, get out here and go right, it looks pretty much like the discoverables are on the route anyway. So let's go this way. Okay, lights are green, so I'll go left here, and we should pass one of them now. DAF truck dealer, sort of DAF sign. And going straight down here, that will be the other one. But we need to go down that side road to the depot. We can go around the block, that'll be fine. So that's the recruitment agency there. So we've got a DAF truck dealer and a recruitment agency. Abram Limited, I've seen a few of those on the roads in my time, so that's that mod giving us real companies on the roads and in the depots instead of Transinet Stokes and all the stuff you get with the vanilla game. So right again here should take us round the block. Go on in, Ken, off you go. Go on. My word, he's being very slow about moving. Right, okay. He's gone on his way now, hopefully. So we'll head back this way. Yeah, I wasn't only going back right down here. The sat-nav isn't showing me which depot I'm supposed to be going to, so I'm not sure why that is. Unless it's because I went, oh hang on, no, there is a red line there now. So hopefully it's going to... Right, I'm going to stop here a second. I'm just going to check where this job was. So it's FedEx. Okay, FedEx to TNT. Fair enough. I think I just saw FedEx depot. Okay, so it should be down this way, I think. Okay, right. Not quite what's going on here. Seems I've possibly gone the wrong way. Okay, I'm going to go left here then. Find this FedEx depot. So according to this, it'll be left here and then straight on. So a little bit of a detour there, but we will get to the FedEx depot now with any luck. Yeah, apparently it's straight down here. It looks like it should be on the right, just past this road. Just wait for this light to change. Pedestrians walking around again. People of Bremen. Afternoon. Afternoon, people of Bremen. Hello. Right, there is FedEx. So that's where I need to be going. So let's just turn in there. Okay. And yep, Bremen to Grimsby, that'll do nicely. So now we've got to go around the back and pick up the trailer. Okay, so let's just get to there. Attach the trailer and off we go. Really impressive scenery, I have to say. And I like the pedestrians walking around as well. It's a nice touch. Right, let's go out of here. Fine, so we can go. So we'll go out of here, and then we need to go left here. Lights on green. So we should be fine coming out of there. Okay, another light on green. I'm going to go across that. There's no way I could have stopped in the time when that changed. This one obviously isn't changing. Come on, lights. That's it. Okay, so down here, and then we're taking a slip road onto the main road out of Bremen. So there you go, there's the sign saying we're leaving Bremen. So we're going to head to Grimsby. So I'm not sure exactly where we'll be getting the ferry across. We could get a ferry to Hull, which is very near Grimsby. I'm not sure where we get that at this end, we'll see. I suppose the other alternative is through into France, across to Calais, and then up from there. It says it's a 19-hour journey, this one, but it won't be 19 hours of driving because a lot of that will be spent on the ferry, I'd imagine. And I think it might be a ferry across to Hull, I'm not sure. So let's see, let's get somewhere and see what happens. So first thing we need to do is get down this road. We're going to have to keep an eye on our rest, as we might need to rest during this journey, unless we can get on the ferry, and then that of course counts as rest time, hopefully. And if it's a fairly long ferry journey, that might be enough to resolve that issue. Given that we're in sort of northern Germany, I would have thought we could cut across across northern France, or possibly even into Holland, and get a ferry back from there. I mean, Harwich, Hook of Holland ferries go, so we could go to Holland and get that, or we can go to Calais and get one across to Dover, possibly. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what route it gives us. So, just make the best time we can. In a 50-mile-an-hour limit. So it's 500 miles to go, but I think a big chunk of that might be on the sea, on the ferry. We haven't got to drive 500 miles, I don't believe. Well, we've certainly got across on a ferry or the tunnel somewhere, that's a sure fact. So, but just a case of where we do it and whereabouts in the UK we go back to as to how long the ferry journey is and how much that 500 miles that's taking up. A fair bit of it could be this side, because we are over in Germany. We might possibly have to go through France back to Calais. So, we shall see. Going to get past him. So what's the speed limit? Okay. I'm heading towards Amsterdam. That would make sense for Hook of Holland ferry across to Harwich or possibly Hull. Really like Hull because that's nice and near Grimsby. It would make sense. What's this guy doing? Come on, mate. DPD van. Are you gonna go by or what are you gonna? No, you're not. Okay, I'm coming out then. In case I need to be out here because of going straight on, but I think we could have stayed where we were, but I've been on the safe side. There's another straight on coming up, so I'm going to stay out here just in case, because if we get in that lane and then have to change out, it can be difficult to get out there sometimes. Motorbike going by. Okay, so where are we heading? Towards Amsterdam by the look of it. I think that's good news. I think it's going to be Hook of Holland across to Hull. Europort to Hull, I think. Hopefully. Cross fingers anyway. So, whatever, we are heading back to the UK. For the first time in quite a few journeys. We've been going around Europe for a while and now we're heading back home to the UK where we started out. Not quite to Cambridge, but back in the UK. So another nice day, blue sky and broken clouds, so I haven't had to put up with too much rain as yet. You'd never say that because it normally immediately starts raining, but no, it's actually been alright. and we seem to have been progressing quite nicely, up to about 60,000 in the bank account now, so that's pretty good. That's getting towards what we want. The loan payment has been made, by the way. When I woke up from resting, I got the message that the loan payment had been paid at midday on Saturday, so there'll be another one midday on Sunday. So, straight down this road by the look of it. I think we're heading for Holland to get a ferry from there, I honestly do. So that should be okay, theoretically. Main thing is keep making progress, getting closer to wherever it is we've got to go, and then hopefully get across there and get to Grimsby before we have to rest, and we can get the delivery made, rest afterwards, and then take another job. So here's the border, so I think that will confirm we've just crossed into Holland, or the Netherlands, to give it its true correct title, I suppose. So if indeed this is going to the ferry port that I think it is, this could be quite a busy road. There'll be a lot of trucks coming off the ferry coming this way. There's seen a couple of really Stobart ones go by just now, so the big, I'd imagine this will be quite a busy road for trucks coming off those ferries. This looks like a main artery down into Germany and beyond. So Amsterdam and Rotterdam. Makes sense if we're heading for Europort to get the ferry from there. So in a 50 mile an hour limit, it's got 430 odd miles to go. As I say, I think a fair bit of that will be on the ferry. Which isn't driving time, so it should count as rest time. So, let's see what happens. It's a nice bridge. So, it looks reasonably straightforward at the moment. Not having too much problems with traffic, the weather's reasonable, and we're heading up the A1 to get to the ferry, so hopefully it's pretty much going according to plan, pretty much, apart from the fact that I'm speeding, so I just need to slow down. I'll just wait for this car to come by. I think I can very possibly get by this other truck here. Travelling just about on the speed limit, I think we might get past him. There's a rather large boat on the river there. Lots of things really when you think about it. I mean, you even get boats on rivers, and you know, you go past Amsterdam, you see the planes landing at Schiphol and so on. So, yeah, I mean, they've done a pretty thorough job with the graphics, you have to say. So I think it's very impressive. So, we'll try and get past him, and hopefully might start to see a better idea of exactly where we've got to go, but certainly it's down here, so straight on again at this junction by the look of it. Signposted Amsterdam, Rotterdam, So I think we'll certainly be heading to Europort and getting the ferry from there by the look of things. Just to say, makes sense. It's probably what I would have hoped for. It could well be where these trucks in front of us are also headed. As I say, busy road on and off the ferries. You can see lots of trucks coming down the other side. So this will be quite a busy road, I would imagine, for trucks. A bit like the A14 out of Felixstowe back in the UK. That's usually pretty busy with trucks coming on and off the ferries. And it's a main road up to sort of M1, M6 and then up to the rest of the country. Oh, a couple of hot air balloons. If you want to go by me, go to the left hand lane. Go by me out there. But for some reason he doesn't, so okay. So we're coming into a fairly large city by the look of it now. This guy is insisting going up that side. You're not going to get past him, are you? Well, he's going in for fuel by the look of it. We do need to get fuel at some point, but it's not desperately urgent at this moment. But we are going to need to do it. So it's just a case of do we do it this side or do we do it the other side? I'll see if there's another fuel stop before the ferry. If there is, I might just nip in and get the fuel. So it looks like this could be Amsterdam we're coming past. Yep, it certainly is. So that's Amsterdam. Watch out for aeroplanes going in and out of Schiphol. We might see some of those again. Fairly straightforward at the moment. Just go past that old speeding offence. Just saying straightforward. So what's that? Oh, 31. When did it drop to 31? I missed that. Now it's 50 again. Oh, now it's 31 again. It's varying like crazy, the speed limit. Okay, now 50 again. Is there any point having a 31 mile an hour speed limit for like 100 yards? Really going to make any difference? There you go, not to worry. It could be, I don't know how you pronounce it. It looks like Ijmoiden, but I'm sure that's not how it's pronounced, but that could be where we're getting the ferry. There are a couple of ferry ports along here, I think. In the past, I think it's always been Europort, but we'll see. See where we get to. We can't be too far off getting the ferry now, I wouldn't have thought. Oh, look, there's a plane going into Schiphol. It's almost like he's going to land on the road. So when we got that speeding offence back there must have been a speed camera, so they do have them in Europe, but just seems not very many of them, certainly not France and Germany anyway. You can see the planes now. Plane stationary to the right and one heading across here, taxiing out to the runway by the look of it, so that'll be Schiphol. Busy, busy airport. One of the major gateways into Europe for air travel is Schiphol. Might look a bit like a boat up there as this end, so maybe we've just gone under a river or something. So we're now at Rotterdam. I'm sure we can't be far from the ferry. Sure we can't be. So you can see all the blocks of flats there for Rotterdam by the look of it. That's what they look like. And now it goes to 31 mile an hour limit again. Seems incredibly slow. It's about 50 kilometres an hour. Not entirely sure why it needs to be that in this tunnel, but there you go. We'll come out the far end and then we need to make a right turn fairly soon. Let's see what this Europort, I think that says. Yeah, Europort, that's where we're going. That's fine. We should be able to go across to Hull from there, I believe. So we want to just go around here to the right. Mirrors, road looks okay, we'll pull out. Okay, so Europort should not be far down here, I believe. I think we're quite close. Don't think it's far from Rotterdam. I'm hoping not, anyway. We're not desperate for rest, but starting to look a bit that way. That bed icon is going very blue, so we might have to start yawning before we reach the ferry. Hopefully not. Still not a bad journey though. I mean, Bremen to here hasn't taken that long, and as I say, if we go across to Hull, then we've got a pretty short distance from Hull to Grimsby, so it's not going to be too bad really. And there's a fair bit of money in this job. And it gets us back to the UK, and then we can decide what we do from there. So here's the ferry port coming up. You can see that anchor, sort of white anchor on the blue background, is the sign for the ferry port. Getting dark now, 9:20 at night. Okay, so let's try and turn in here. And then I think it's left, yep, left down here. Follow this round to the right and the ferry should be right in front of us. That's the way it appears. There we go. There's a green icon down there. That's what we need to get to. Yep, we're okay. So we'll go into here. Just need to move forward to that green anchor and hit enter. And yep, we can go to Hull. So that will take a large amount of the journey out. So let's do that. So Hull to Grimsby at the other end is going to be not very far. Hull and Grimsby are sort of almost next to each other. So, and you can see the bed now is no longer blue, so we have rested effectively. And all we've got to do now is remember we're driving on the left again. Haven't been for some time. So back in the UK, Grimsby signposted down here, that's what we want. So it should be quite straightforward from here, I would have thought. See, it's Sunday 8:26, so it was what, about 9:10 in the evening when we got to Europort, so it's like 10 hours later and we're this side, so it's quite a long ferry crossing. You probably have to sit around and wait for a ferry for a while, but quite a long ferry crossing still. But now we're back in the UK. Down there. He's going to let us go. We've got a lot of choice. I did stick my nose out in front of him there, but not to worry. Oh, what's that bus doing? Don't be silly. Right. Okay, that's fine. So we can head down here. It seems the buses in the AI, their driving is very erratic. I mean, the cars seem to be sort of reasonably behaving themselves, and then you get a bus that does that. I mean, it's just ridiculous. On a roundabout to be coming down there at that speed with absolutely no chance of stopping. But there you go. So let's just follow this road down to Grimsby. We shouldn't be far away. Well, we're 70 miles, so that's not going to take us too long at all. Considering this was a 500-mile journey when we started out. Yeah, a lot of that was on the ferry, but nonetheless, we're now down to the last 70 miles, so we do need fuel still, so I do need to find a petrol station somewhere, but hopefully there'll be one. Nice coastal views, Humber Bridge, boats on the sea. That's the sort of thing I think they've really done well in the graphics. That's really quite cool. Okay, so don't know if we're going to go across the Humber Bridge, would we? Hull to Grimsby, possibly. From Humberside across into Lincolnshire, because Grimsby's in Lincolnshire. I live in Lincolnshire and I'm about an hour from Grimsby, I would have said. So yeah, sort of know the area. I haven't lived here long, to be fair, but that said, do sort of know where we're going. So we need to indicate right, because we've got to turn right down here where that card is went, I guess. A15. Say thank you to them because they let me across, very nice of them. So A15 to Grimsby and the Humber Bridge. So it looks like we're going across the Humber Bridge. See if we can get up this hill. Be nice when we do get to level 10 and get lorries with a bit more horsepower, a bit more pulling power to get up these hills, because when you've got a big heavy load behind you it does take a bit of getting up the hill sometimes. Newcastle and Sheffield off that way, we don't want that, we want to be out here. That's fine. So not sure where the Humber Bridge is now and whether we are going across it or not. 50 miles from Grimsby. And in a 60 mile an hour limit, so shouldn't have to worry too much about that. But no services that I can see at the moment. Ah, here's the Humber Bridge. So we're going to have to keep our eyes open for services. We are running, well, we're down to what, a quarter of a tank, so I mean it's not exactly desperate, but but we are going to need to fill up at some point, so might as well do it sooner rather than later if I've got the opportunity. So across the River Humber. It's a very wide river. Nice bridge, the Humber Bridge. Can't remember when it was built, but it's a nice bridge. Very busy, there's lots of traffic across it. Lots of traffic every day. Partly because of the ferry port at Hull, of course, but going from sort of the county of Humberside to the county of Lincolnshire, you pretty much need to go across the bridge, so it's pretty busy. I live in Lincolnshire and I've got a brother who lives near Hull, so whilst I can't say I go across it too regularly, I do know it. Okay, so we should be not too far at all from Grimsby, 29 miles. "43 minutes game time, just a few minutes real time." But I don't think we're going to see any services this side of Grimsby. So we're going to have to fill up afterwards. So, yep, Grimsby's off to the left here, so we need to take this slip road. I think it's the M180, possibly. We're heading up here. Straight on now, so it's turning off to Cambridge. We don't want that, we want to head straight on. So I'm going to make sure that I think we're okay in either lane, to be honest. So pull back in and then that guy behind can go past whenever he wants. Okay, so 8 miles. So we are just about in Grimsby. And that's 8 miles to the actual depot, now 6 miles. So, very close on the A180. Still 50 mile an hour limit at the moment. We'll be coming into a 30 once we get to the city, of course. There's a lot of buses and trucks going up the other side there, possibly the ferries. Okay, so let's move out here because we need to go right at the next junction. Grimsby discovered, so another new town chalked off, so to speak. We hadn't been here before. And it looks a bit like there's a traffic jam on the roundabout. Quite sure why he stopped there. He thinks he's trying to let us go. He's not really helping very much, but there you go. Where are you going, mate? Great. Go on then. He's going into Grimsby as well, obviously. So this is Grimsby, by the look of it. So that's the depot we're heading for. Looks like it. So just cross these traffic lights and then the depot's immediately left. I can see the spinning, bouncing arrow showing us where we've got to park already from here. Oh, a helicopter on the back of that. A trailer. Oh, that's an unusual load to have. I don't think I've seen that before. Right, now, if you want to go around there, mate. Didn't see your indicators. What else has he got on the back there? Some strange loads going by. I've never seen a helicopter on the back before. That's a new one on me. Right, so we're here. Well, we would be if I made that turn a bit better. Right, let me just sort that out. That's better. Make sure that we've got enough room to get round and hopefully straighten up with any luck. And we've got a trailer pretty much on where it needs to go. With a bit of luck, if I just head straight back here, I'm not going to be far out, I don't think. That said, I'm not entirely confident I've got this right, but we'll see. Doesn't look like it's far out. Is that going to be acceptable, I wonder? Probably not. Okay, you're going to want it straightened up a bit, aren't you? Okay. That's fine. So I'm going to have a look from above and see. Well, I can't really see what the problem is to be. Right, okay, there you go, that's done. So, we've achieved something. All is possible, it says there. Right, so flour delivered from Bremen to Grimsby. So I'll see you next time when we'll pick up another job from Grimsby and head off somewhere else. And we must get some fuel. Okay, see you next time. Bye now.